Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Mac. This is Let's Play Limbus Company, Canto 6. In the last episode we got into a fight with the Wuthering Heights butlers because of course we did. We did manage to succeed, although I am considering swapping Rodian out for her Dicey Association identity, but who knows whether we should do that right now or not. Especially since, well, we might have plot right now. Ooh, Corridor 3, Effective Affinities, Sloth and Gloom and Envy? Really? The thing is, Gloom and Envy are also my solo build, so I can't just swap over to one of these teams to do it. Okay, so here's what we can do is bring in a sinking team. And now, here's something that I honestly wasn't planning on doing, but I think I'm going to have to right now. So, Wuthering Heights Chief Butler Utis. Level 1, not uptied. Against my better judgment, during the anniversary right before it ended, I bought this identity takeoff ticket. I feel kind of bad about it, but I can use it like so to rocket her all the way up to level 40. And it also upties her to tier 4. So let's see what Utis's ID story is about. This will be changed as follows: up to ITI 4 and level to 40. Oh wait, but it doesn't play the voice clip for fully uptying her, darn it. We'll go look at it in the... I've prepared the tea as you have requested. There is a chill in the manner. Please imbibe the tea before it cools. The child placed the cup on the table with such graceful dexterity that it barely made any noise. There wasn't even the infinitesimally small clatter of the teacup against the saucer. Her politely folded hands and slightly bent back did not even flinch from its fixed position. None of this may mean much to someone who's so used to receiving such top-notch service. But anyone who's not would realize something after a quick glance at the child's service. That this child was a highly trained butler. Now I must leave your side and plan for the reception of guests scheduled to arrive today. Please pardon my absence. The child bowed courteously at the quiet man, who was fully absorbed in reading the paper in his hands. She walked backward towards the door and exited to the corridor. Her movements were smooth and continuous, not allowing even the smallest squeak as she closed the door on her way out. Chief Butler Lady Otis. There was another child waiting for her in the corridor. Forced. I trust that the preparation for the guest's reception is going smoothly. She nodded as though she was already expecting to see the other child waiting for her on the other side of the door, and began walking down the corridor. It seemed that the two had been working together for a while. The other child caught up to the child in a most natural gliding gait. Everything that Chief Butler Lady Utis has ordered has been carried out. Every item entrusted to the Davat has also been delivered without delay. They are all ready to be used for tonight's banquet. As competent as always. But I will not spare you any compliments, Forced. You must understand why, yes? From a certain perspective, the child's words and expression appeared rather harsh, but the other child's nondescript expression did not change. Perhaps all this was merely routine to her. Or perhaps all this was merely routine to her. Yes, such perfection is expected from the butlers of Wuthering Heights, bound to this land. Yes, besides. The child continued, adjusting her monocle. As one of the butlers in service of our mistress, it would be shameful to serve anything but the utmost excellence. That is fully understood. Very good. I will make sure that the mistress hears of your devotion. This mistress that the child was talking about had been dead for a long, long time, but she acted as though her voice still echoed in her ears. Her attitude was too bizarre to be mere devotion to the dead, too earnest to be an attempt to retain the memory of the departed. It was as though she was holding irregular conversations with the long-dead mistress. Every butler under her command knew that there was something strange about this whole affair, but no one dared to question her, because that was the kind of respect that a chief butler commanded. The other child mused the same as she followed her from behind. I hear their chief butler has contacted us. You must be referring to Chief Butler Lady Ryoshu, who left to serve under the egg. Really? They're going to make Nellie Ryoshu? Honestly, I'm kind of okay with that. For a couple of reasons. One is that it gives her a blunt-focused, blunt-resistant ID, hopefully. But also, we've established that Nellie is a very competent fixer, and Ryoshu is the one among the sinners who's probably the most powerful outside of all the nonsense we do with identity cards. It suggested that either she was a very powerful Shi association fixer, or that she managed to piss off all 5 of the fingers at once and she's still breathing. It has been a while since she left this manor. No need to stick with the honorifics. Chief Butler Ryoshu tells us that the hunt for the wolf is nigh. So the stray hound returns as a wolf, returning to sully Wuthering Heights in her honourable mistress's name once again. Good, this saves me the trouble of venturing outside this place in search of this beast. The child's eyes narrowed. Do you have a problem with that? It is known to us that the wolf was once a very close acquaintance of the mastermind of this hunt, Ryoshu of the Edgar family. Faust is concerned that such emotions may cloud her strategies. Not even Faust has experienced this particular circumstance before. It's simple. The other child was speaking rather anxiously, but the child dismissed her concerns with a light scoff. I have no love for someone who has abandoned this land in favour of her master. But a chief butler is a chief butler still. She is not the kind of person to be hung up on old kinships in matters as important as this, no. She will remain fully loyal to the hunt because it is something that she must see to its end. Perhaps it shall inspire even greater dedication in her. I get the feeling that we just spoiled something. Understood. As their conversation drew to a natural close, the stairs ended and opened up to the manor's grand entrance. It was filled with rows upon rows of butlers waiting for her orders. Interesting. What's all this for? Uninvited guests have arrived prior to the banquet. The butlers stand ready to meet the interlopers. Very well, then let us use this opportunity as a warm-up before the hunt. The child stood tall before the rows of butlers. There was a group of outsiders standing outside the manor, their garbs indicating rather clearly that they did not belong here. Not that it was any of the child's concern. I apologize for the delayed reception, dear strangers. Though it may be rather discourteous of me to advise you this, I must inform you that this manor is currently not receiving any uninvited guests. The butlers began preparing for combat the moment the child finished her sentence. The child wrapped the serviette she had been carrying over her fist and muttered, "Now, dear uninvited guests, vacate the premises, if you will." Fancy. And I am now perfectly fine to jump straight into the heartbreaking here with a sinking team. Yeah, I feel confident.
고통 없이 지식을 얻지 못한다.
I mean, who else would you take? Mariachi Sinclair?
네, 그러죠, 마님. 분부대로 하겠습니다. 우린 여기서 시간을 더 끌지 않고 데드레비츠, 그놈들을 청소한다. 다음에 다시 만나게 되면 너희도 같이 청소해주지.
Hindley didn't even show a hint of gratitude.
뭐 사실 나 혼자여도 무리 없이 상대할 수 있었어. 제정신이 아닌 조세핀과 그 똘마니들 따위.
Maybe we should have just left him behind.
그리고 네가 형님이라고 꼴사납게 따르는 놈. 이름도 잘못 기억하고 있는 주제에 우애 좋은 척은 다 하더군.
Rage slowly returns to Heathcliff's face and draws a deep crease between his brows.
무슨 개만도 못한 헛소리야.
그놈 이름은 매트야. 매튜가 아니라.
뭐? 무슨 정신 나갔냐? 내가 몇 년 동안 알고 지낸 형님 이름을 헷갈렸을 것 같아?
그리고 정신 나간 조세핀 눈치 하나 빠르더군. 내가 무슨 수를 써서라도 이 저택을 뺏어갈 생각이란 걸 알고 있어.
It's just a building. Also, Catherine sent a corporation after you. You wouldn't get to keep the manor for long.
거의 다 따라온 판이었는데 그때 그 카드만 나오지 않았어도 아니지. 분명 조작된 판이었어. 그렇고 말고 그게 아니고선 경매로 넘어간 이 워더링 하이츠를 캐서린이 곧바로 샀을 리가 없으니까.
네가 도박으로 잃은 이 저택을 캐서린이 다시 샀다고?
그래! 걔도 조세핀처럼 언제나 제정신이었던 적이 없었지. 하지만 곧 워더링 하이츠는 내게 돌아올 거다. 매트 그놈이 나와 계약을 했거든. 자신과 데들레비츠를 함께 워더링 하이츠에 데려가 준다면 이 저택을 돌려받게 해주기로.
잠깐, 어디로 가는 거예요, 힌들리님?
내가 니놈들과 사이좋게 동행이나 할 거라고 생각한 건 아니지.
I mean, we could have let you get beaten to death by maids.
매트, 그놈을 다시 만난 뒤에 내가 할 수 있는 모든 방법을 동원할 거다.
See, on one hand, we have absolutely no investment in this game that he's doing with this place. We just want the golden bowels. But I'm pretty sure that he'll turn around and say, oh, they're on my property, therefore they're mine. So we'd have to come to blows with him anyway.
그리고 시건방지게 이전과는 다른 사람이 되었다고 착각하지 마라, 히스클리프.
I mean, Canto 5 certainly looked like it.
난 변하지 않았어. 변하지도 못하지. 넉마처럼 어울리는 놈. 그걸 똑똑히 기억하라고. 성질머리 하고는
Couldn't have put it better myself.
히스클리프군, 이런 말이 화가 난 자네에게 도움이 될지는 모르겠지만
Some sinners attempted to cheer Heathcliff up, who would normally be seething with anger upon hearing abuse like that, but this was different. It wasn't anger.
예전에는 매일 나를 짓밟는데 안달이 나 있는 저놈을 볼 때마다 마치 저놈 말대로 나는 밑바닥 인생에 쓸모없는 인간이 되는 것 같았어. 매일 저놈에게 안 갚음할 방법만 궁리했지. 그런데 이제는 참, 이 기분은 뭐냐? 뭔지 모르겠네.
변하지 못한 건 저놈이에요.
구질구질하게 과거에만 매여 있잖아요. 그냥 자라지 못한 10살짜리 어린애 같아요.
캐서린이라는 자의 방은 어느 정도의 위치에 있지? 교전 중인 저택을 마음 놓고 지나다니기는 힘들겠군.
여기서 오른쪽으로 꺾으면 될 거예요. 이상하네. 복도가 이렇게 길었나? 어머나, 저기!
복도 끝. 데들레비츠들이군.
아까랑은 조금 달라 보이는데 기분 탓이라고 누가 말해줄 사람? 그러고 보니 거리에서 종종 저런 식으로 돌아다니는 데드레비츠들에 대한 소문을 들은 적이 있어요. 혹시라도 저런 붉은 안광과는 마주치지 않는 편이 여러모로 좋을 거라고요.
Yeah, it might be a bit late for that, Nelly.
너희들 무엇을 아니면 누구를 찾고 있는 거야?
아 참고로 우리 중에 그 린튼이라는 사람은 없어? 워더링 하이츠의 버틀러. 그놈들도 아까 저 복도 뒤로 가버렸거든. 그래서 뭐 우리랑은 볼 일이 없지 않나 싶은데.
Krieger trying so hard to stay out of trouble.
볼일 있어 보이는군. 우리의 말이 들리긴 하는 건가? 원하는 게 있다면 명확하게 응답을 해라. 협상의 여지가 있다면.
They all look a bit... No, they all look completely out of it, don't they?
조금 아쉽기도 하군요. 이 오티스의 협상수를 관리자님께 보여드릴 기회가 매번 이렇게 흩어지니.
Stop sucking up on the clock. Maybe I should have pointed out better. Maybe I should have picked my phrasing better. So this is still a what's it? This is still a thingy encounter. Yeah, left to right. So if I get my hands on any other experience tickets, we've got to use it for Yi-Seng here because his tier 1 is definitely falling behind. These look roughly the same thing. Hang on. Panic type. Splitting. Lose 2 HP on self with every clash. Gain 1 offense up turn start. Lose 3 HP. Gain 2 offense up. I actually haven't had a chance to see Butler Utis in combat, have I?
직접 열어드리죠.
깨달았나?
Oof! Bad time to roll like that. Do we have any form of SP generation? Not particularly, no, so... Oof.
직접 알게 합니다. 무지하니까
흐드러졌구려.
Yeah, darn, I thought it was going to be more butlers. If target has rupture, final power +1. Cool. Hold the. It's like the dead rabbits were zombified or something. All extremely bad news. Oh, you're one of the people that need resonance, not resources. That's slightly problematic, but
이 땅과 마님에게 손끝이라도 내려는 자가 있어야 사태 완료.
미끄러지는 꼴 좀 보라지.
let's save that TS skill for next turn.
피워보지. 다시 못살게 구는 일은 없을 것이오.
So this is gonna be fun. Spend 6 tremor count to turn this into an AoE skill with 3 attack weight. Reminder that this is blunt damage. Well, actually no, never mind. These guys aren't actually weak to blunt, they're weak to elements, and sloth is one of them, darn. Even so, it's gonna be funny to watch. You can't take that clash, so yeah.
어두운 무지를 열어줬지.
It's surprising how much a sinking team actually relies on gloom.
깊게 닫힌 지성을
Oh, I mean, it's amazing how much a sinking team relies on sloth attacks, so these guys are kind of resistant to our damage. But on the flip side, our status effect is dealing... well, I guess because they have SP gauges, that doesn't count either.
미끄러지는 꼴 좀 보라지.
But we still do have quite a bit of good way in the means of gloom attacks as well, so I guess it breaks even. Yeah, we actually need to use Puddle Stomp to get those sinking potency off him because his SP is going to start tanking very quickly.
먼지나게 패주지.
다시 못살게 구는 일은 없을 것이오.
맞는 거야. 맞는 거야.
밝게 열어젖힌다. 밝게 열어젖힌다.
There are definitely dead rabbits now.
개화하였구려. 이 순간을 어딘가에 담고 싶군.
Sure, let's go again, why not?
순수했던 나날로.
다들 들었죠?
I shouldn't have gone again because there's going to be a lot of story. And we're already at 25 minutes, darn it.
목숨이 끊어질 때마다 들렸던 소리가 있었어요. 가면 너머로.
거울 소리. 그건 거울이 깨지는 소리 같았어.
잠시만요.
Ishmael approached the dead rabbit's henchman corpses and unmasked him.
뭔가 이상한데요? 다른 자들의 복면도 다 벗겨보는 편이 더 정확하겠군.
Things became even more puzzling once they were all unmasked.
생긴 것만으로 사람을 판단하는 건
이 자들 뒷골목의 폭력 조직원들이라고 생각되지는 않네만.
Okay, just checking we didn't miss anything with Sinclair.
근육 상태만 봐도 조직 생활을 해온 자들보다는 민간인들 같아 보이는군.
The kidnapped civilians. They're brainwashing people to be used as thugs here.
분명 공격은 저들이 먼저 한 거였어요. 저희는 그저 맞은편 또다시 데들레비츠들이 걸어오는군. 여전히 붉은 안광이다.
이보시오! 정신들 차리시오! 어떻게 된 일인지 말을...
어디 상황을 따질 때는 아닌 듯하네요.
You've got that right. Yeah, let's do it. It's a tie, but that's only discounting the fact that he's going to get insight from doing this. Inflict 3 SP damage. Oof, I don't like that.
피워보지.
정리하겠습니다. 불결한 것.
Three Echoes of the Mana. 50% chance to gain 1 singing count when gaining singing potency or count from skill or coin effects. Change this unit's panic type to Echoes of the Mana. When this unit panics, it inflicts 2 Echoes of the Mana to 2 other allies of this unit, reduced by 1 at turn end. Handy. As much as I'd like to do an insight trick here, we can't afford it. Guaranteed dodge. Not so guaranteed dodge.
네, 듣고 있어요.
You have 3 insight at the moment, which means we just flip you over and
고작 터뜨려줬어.
start beating on these people.
무지하니까
불청객이 찌그러져 있어.
미끄러지는 꼴 좀 보라지.
You know what? 4 times damage I can do without. Let's go for the draw.
직접 알게 하느라. 맞는 거야.
여러 정신다.
I kinda don't want to give him this free shot off, but I'd rather not give him a clash that'll get his energy back up. Although actually, wait. Lose HP on self with every clash. That might actually work. Insolent Fool! Inflicts 1 sinking 6 times per turn. Huh, so Spice Bush actually is better off there.
직접 알게 하느라.
흐드러졌구려.
나도 걸레짝이 돼버렸군.
무지하니까 맞는 거야.
Rhyme Shank is ready. You know what? Sure, you can have that clash win. $32, but we're going to knock his attack power down by 2. This isn't going to be pleasant, but it is going to be survivable.
어두운 무지를 열어줬지라.
정리하겠습니다. 불청객은 찌그러져 있도록.
부숴주마!
이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
Survivable, yes, but it did stagger.
그래도 언제나 추월할 수는 없으니까. 맞는 거야.
You'll be alright, Yisang. Promise.
손끝이라도 대려는 기대받지 않은 것들 모조리 치워버리고.
무지하니까
파쇄 완료.
Hey, 35 minutes, not bad. Now to ruin that moment with a lot of cutscene, I guess.
결국 내 공부가 부족하지 않았다는 거네. 그치? 좋았어.
Ooh, actually not that bad of a number. And now we stop. Until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you all around.
폭풍이 몰아치고 있군요. 그러니 창문을 열어놓겠습니다. 그래야 마님의 말씀이 더 선명하게 들릴 테니까.